The only problem is, you've been commanding all the wrong things." She looked at me as if I'd suggested she take up tightrope walking. But here's the beautiful truth. The same power that was creating her problems could create her miracles. She just needed to change her commands. Now you might be wondering, what exactly is this divine command? Well, it's simpler than you think, and more powerful than you can imagine. It's the spoken word backed by unwavering faith. Not hope, mind you, not wishful thinking, but absolute rock-solid faith that knows, without a shadow of a doubt, that what you speak must come to pass. The Bible tells us that God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. He didn't say, "Well, let's see if we can get some light going here," or, "I hope this light thing works out." He commanded, and it was done. And here's the magnificent part. We're made in His image. That same creative power flows through us. We are co-creators with the divine, armed with the same tool that spoke the universe into existence, the Word. But here's where it gets interesting, and where most people trip themselves up. They think they can speak one way and believe another. They'll say their affirmations in the morning, "I am prosperous and successful," and then spend the rest of the day telling anyone who'll listen about how broke they are and how nothing ever works out. It's like ordering chocolate cake and then immediately shouting, "Cancel that! Bring me liver and onions." The poor universe doesn't know whether to laugh or cry. The divine command requires what I call single-mindedness. Your thoughts, your words, and your beliefs must march in the same direction, like a well-trained army. When they're all aligned, pointing toward the same goal, that's when miracles happen so fast it'll make your head spin. Let me share another story. There was a man who came to me, absolutely convinced he was meant to be poor. "I come from a long line of poor people," he said. "My father was poor, his father was poor, and his father before him was poor. It's just our lot in life." I had to bite my tongue to keep from laughing. Here was a man who had inherited poverty like it was the family silverware, polishing it lovingly and passing it down to the next generation. "My good man," I said, "you've been commanding poverty with such dedication. You deserve a medal. But what if you commanded prosperity with the same unwavering faith?" He looked skeptical, but he was desperate enough to try. We worked on changing his commands from, "I am poor because my family is poor," to, "I am prosperous because I am a child of the Most High." Within 6 months, opportunities began appearing in his life like flowers after rain. A business proposition that seemed to come from nowhere, an investment that paid off handsomely, and even a small inheritance from a distant relative he'd never met. The universe had simply responded to his new commands with the same obedience it had shown to his old ones. Now, you might be thinking, this sounds too good to be true. Where's the catch? The catch, my dear friends, is that you must become as a little child. Children don't doubt. When a child decides they're a princess or a superhero, they don't stop to analyze the probability of royal blood or the physics of flying. They simply are what they say they are, with complete and utter conviction. We grown-ups, with all our education and experience, have learned to doubt. We've been taught that being realistic is a virtue, that dreaming big is childish, and that we should expect less so we won't be disappointed. We've trained ourselves out of the very quality that makes the divine command work, absolute faith. But here's the wonderful news. You can reclaim that childlike faith. You can remember how to command the universe with the authority that is your birthright. It starts with understanding that doubt is not wisdom. It's just fear dressed up in intellectual clothing. The divine command works through what I call the law of supply and demand, but not in the way economists mean it. When you demand something from the universe with absolute faith, not begging, not pleading, but demanding as one who knows their rights, the supply appears. It has to. It's spiritual law, as reliable as gravity and as constant as the sunrise. But you must speak as one having authority. When Jesus commanded the storm to be still, he didn't say, "Please, if it's not too much trouble, could you possibly consider calming down a bit?" He said, "Peace, be still." And immediately, there was a great calm. That's the tone, that's the energy, that's the unwavering certainty that makes the universe snap to attention. I remember a dear woman who came to me, worried about her son who had been unemployed for months. She'd been praying and worrying in equal measure, which is like stepping on the gas and the brake at the same time. I taught her to command instead of petition. Instead of, "Please God, help my son find work," she learned to declare, "My son has perfect right action in his life. His ideal position now manifests." Within 2 weeks, he had 3 job offers. The universe doesn't dawdle when it receives clear orders from someone who knows they have the right to give them. The key to commanding with authority is remembering who you are. You're not a victim of circumstances. You're not at the mercy of the economy, the government, other people's opinions, or any other external condition. You are a spiritual being having a human experience, equipped with the same creative power that fashioned the stars and set the planets in motion. When you truly grasp this, not just intellectually, but in every cell of your being, your words carry a different vibration. They ring with authority because they come from someone who knows their divine inheritance. The universe recognizes this vibration and responds accordingly. But remember, the divine command isn't just about getting what you want. It's about aligning yourself with the highest good, with divine order, with what's meant to be. Sometimes what we think we want isn't what's best for us, and the universe, in its infinite wisdom, brings us something even better than what we asked for. I always tell people to end their commands with this or something better. It gives the universe permission to exceed your expectations, and believe me, it loves to show off. You might command a new job and receive a business opportunity that makes you your own boss. You might command healing and find not just physical wellness but emotional and spiritual transformation as well. The most important thing to remember is that the universe is always saying yes to you. It's saying yes to your fears, yes to your doubts, yes to your limiting beliefs, and yes to your grandest dreams. The choice of what it says yes to is entirely up to you. You are the commander, and the universe is your willing servant. So starting today, beginning right now, I challenge you to become conscious of your commands. Listen to your words, watch your thoughts, and notice what you're ordering from the cosmic kitchen. Are you commanding lack or abundance, sickness or health, failure or success, love or loneliness? Whatever you've been commanding unconsciously, you can change consciously. The power is in your mouth, backed by the faith in your heart, supported by the truth of your divine nature. You are not here to be small, to struggle, to barely get by. You are here to demonstrate the magnificence of the creative power that flows through you. Remember, my dear friends, every time you speak, you're either commanding the universe to expand your good or contract it. There's no neutral ground. So why not command miracles? Why not demand the best life has to offer? Why not speak with the authority of one who knows they are beloved children of the Most High, entitled to every good thing? The divine command that makes the universe obey instantly isn't some mystical secret known only to a chosen few. It's your birthright, your inheritance, your natural spiritual technology. Use it wisely, use it boldly, and use it with love. Start with something small if you must, just to build your faith muscles. Command a parking space, a green light, or a beautiful day. Watch how quickly the universe responds when you speak with conviction rather than hope. Then gradually work up to the bigger things: perfect health, abundant prosperity, ideal relationships, meaningful work. The universe is waiting for your commands, my friends. It's been waiting your whole life. So what are you waiting for? Step up to your divine authority. Speak your word with power. Command your good to manifest now. The universe is listening, and it's ready to obey instantly. If this message has stirred something in your heart, if you can feel the truth of your own divine authority beginning to awaken, then share this with others who need to remember their power. Leave a comment about your first divine command experiment. Subscribe for more wisdom about living the abundant life that's your spiritual inheritance. And remember, you're not just a human being hoping for the best. You're a divine commander, and it's time to start acting like it. The universe is saying yes to you right now. What will you command it to create? Focused on what others are doing, thinking, or achieving, is a minute stolen from your own magnificent potential. It's like being given a Ferrari and spending all your time polishing someone else's bicycle. You're missing the entire point of your own power. The science of this is absolutely fascinating. When we constantly compare ourselves to others, our brains release stress hormones that actually impair our ability to think creatively and make good decisions. Meanwhile, when we focus on our own growth and progress, we activate the prefrontal cortex, the part of our brain responsible for innovation, problem solving, and goal achievement. In other words, focusing on yourself literally makes you smarter and more capable. Think of it this way. Imagine you're in a garden and you have a choice. You can spend your time admiring all the other flowers, wondering why you're not as tall as the sunflower or as fragrant as the rose, or you can water your own roots, provide yourself with proper sunlight, and watch yourself bloom into exactly what you're meant to be. The garden doesn't suffer when each flower focuses on its own growth. In fact, it becomes more beautiful because each plant reaches its full potential. Now, let's talk about time, precious soul, because time is the only currency that actually matters. Every second you spend scrolling through social media, comparing your life to carefully crafted illusions, is a second you'll never get back. Every moment you waste wondering what someone else thinks about your choices is a moment you could have spent making better choices. Here's a little reality check that might sting at first but will set you free. Most people are so busy worrying about their own lives that they're barely thinking about yours. That embarrassing thing you did last week? They've forgotten it. That outfit you wore that you thought looked terrible? They didn't even notice. That dream you're afraid to chase because of what people might think? They're too busy dealing with their own fears to judge yours. So let's get practical, my dear. Here's your roadmap to reclaiming your focus and your power. First, we're going to implement what I call the mirror method. Every morning, before you even think about checking your phone or seeing what anyone else is up to, you're going to look yourself in the eye and ask 3 questions. What do I want to accomplish today? What would make me proud of myself? How can I be a better version of myself than I was yesterday? This isn't about toxic positivity or pretending everything's perfect. This is about redirecting that beautiful, curious mind of yours toward the only person you have complete control over: you. Next, we're establishing boundaries with information consumption. I want you to treat your mind like the precious, sacred space it is. Would you let any random person walk into your home and rearrange your furniture? Of course not. So why are you letting any random person rearrange your thoughts and priorities through their posts and opinions? Here's your new rule. For every minute you spend consuming someone else's content, you must spend 2 minutes creating or improving something in your own life. Read someone's success story? Great. Now spend double that time working on your own goals. Watch someone's workout video? Wonderful. Now get moving yourself. This simple ratio will transform your relationship with social media from passive consumption to active inspiration. Now, let's tackle the comparison trap with what I call the spotlight technique. Instead of looking at others and feeling inadequate, you're going to use their success as a spotlight to illuminate your own possibilities. When you see someone achieving something you admire, instead of thinking, "I could never do that," ask yourself, what can I learn from their journey? And how can I adapt their strategies to fit my unique situation? Remember, darling, success leaves clues, but those clues are meant to inspire your own path, not copy someone else's exactly. You're not trying to become them. You're trying to become the absolute best version of you. Here's another game-changing strategy. Start celebrating your own small wins with the same enthusiasm you show for others' big achievements. Did you drink more water today? Celebrate it. Did you choose the stairs instead of the elevator? That deserves recognition. Did you speak up in a meeting when you usually stay quiet? Honey, that's worthy of a victory dance. The world has trained us to minimize our own progress while maximizing our admiration for others. We're reversing that nonsense right now. Your small steps matter. Your daily improvements count. Your personal growth is worthy of your own attention and celebration. And speaking of attention, let's talk about the power of single tasking in a multitasking world. When you're constantly checking what everyone else is doing, you're fragmenting your focus and diluting your power. But when you give your full attention to one task, one goal, one moment at a time, you tap into a level of effectiveness that most people never experience. Try this experiment. For the next week, every time you catch yourself about to check on someone else's life, redirect that curiosity to your own progress. Instead of wondering how your old classmate is doing, check in on your own goals. Instead of scrolling through highlight reels, create your own highlights by doing something that moves you forward. Here's what's going to happen when you make this shift, and I want you to be ready for it because it might surprise you. At first, you might feel a little lonely or disconnected. That's normal, sweetheart. You've been using other people's lives as entertainment and distraction. When you remove that constant stimulation, you create space for something much more valuable. Clarity about what you actually want. In that quiet space where you used to fill with other people's noise, you're going to start hearing your own voice more clearly. Your own dreams will start speaking louder. Your own intuition will become stronger. Your own creativity will have room to breathe and expand. But here's the most beautiful part of this entire transformation. When you stop wasting time and energy on everyone else's journey and start pouring that same attention into your own growth, you don't become selfish. You become more valuable to everyone around you. A person who knows themselves, who is actively growing and improving, who is focused on their own purpose, brings so much more to every relationship and interaction. You become the kind of person others admire, instead of the person doing all the admiring. You become the inspiration, instead of the one seeking inspiration. You become the example, instead of the one looking for examples. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, but what about supporting others? What about being interested in people's lives? Oh honey, there's a world of difference between genuine connection and mindless consumption. When you're secure in your own growth and progress, you can celebrate others from a place of abundance rather than scarcity. You can be truly happy for their success because it doesn't threaten your own. Here's your homework. And yes, I'm giving you homework because knowledge without action is just entertainment. Tonight, before you go to bed, write down 3 things you want to focus on in your own life. Not things you should want, not things that would impress others, but things that genuinely excite you and align with who you want to become. Then, for the next 7 days, every morning when you wake up, look at those 3 things before you look at anything else. Let them be the first voice you hear, not the chorus of everyone else's opinions and updates. And here's your immediate action step, because I believe in striking while the iron is hot. Right now, before you watch another video or check another app, I want you to do one small thing that moves you closer to one of your goals. It could be as simple as writing 1 paragraph of that book you've been thinking about, doing 10 push-ups, sending 1 important email, or spending 5 minutes cleaning your space. One small action, taken right now, focused entirely on your own growth and progress. That's how we begin to shift the momentum from outward seeking to inward building. Because here's the truth that will set you free, my beautiful friend. The life you're admiring in others, the success you're envying, the happiness you're seeking, it's not found in their story, it's found in writing your own. It's found in the daily choice to water your own garden, to tend to your own dreams, to invest in your own growth. Your time is precious, your energy is finite, your attention is powerful. Stop giving these gifts away to people who aren't even thinking about you, and start investing them in the person who deserves them most. You. The world doesn't need another copy of someone else. It needs the original, authentic, beautifully imperfect you, focused on becoming everything you're capable of being. And darling, that's a full-time job that deserves your full attention. So here's my challenge to you. Take that first small step I mentioned, then come back and let me know what you did. Comment below and tell this community about your one action. Not to seek approval, but to declare your intention and inspire someone else to take their own step. And if this message resonated with you, if it gave you that little spark of recognition and motivation, hit that subscribe button, because we're just getting started. Every week, we're going to dive deep into the practical, powerful strategies that help you build the life you actually want, instead of envying the lives you see online. Your future self is waiting for you to stop being distracted by everyone else's highlight reel and start creating your own masterpiece. The time is now, honey. Your life is calling, and it's time to answer. But when you command it with authority, gratitude, and belief, it obeys. Instantly. Now let's get practical for a moment. You might say, all right, that sounds lovely, but what does it mean to command the spirit of money? How do I actually do that? I'm glad you asked. Because commanding doesn't mean yelling at your wallet or giving motivational speeches to your bank app. It's an inner science, a harmony between your thoughts, words, and vibration. Think of it this way. The universe is a giant mirror. It doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you are. So if deep down you believe money is scarce, difficult, or dirty, that's the reflection you'll see. But if you shift that belief and start declaring, money flows to me easily. I am aligned with wealth. I am a magnet for prosperity. The universe begins to mirror those commands. It's not superstition, it's resonance. You're a frequency tower, constantly broadcasting signals. Every thought about money, whether fear or faith, sends a message to the invisible field around you. And the field doesn't argue, it just matches. So when you say, I never have enough, the universe nods and says, as you wish. But when you say, money loves to stay with me, it smiles and says, coming right up. Let me tell you a little secret. The universe isn't stingy. It's not rationing blessings like a tight-fisted accountant. There's infinite supply. But most people keep their receiver jammed with static fear, doubt, guilt, resentment. These emotional frequencies block the flow, and then they wonder why money won't show up. So how do we fix that? How do we clear the static so money can finally find us? Step 1. Change your inner conversation. From this day forward, catch every negative thought about money and flip it. If your mind says, I can't afford that, immediately reply, I'm grateful money is coming to me to cover that. If your heart says, I'm broke, replace it with, I am temporarily between millions. Humor helps, it lightens your vibration, because you can't command wealth from the energy of worry. Step 2. Respect money. Yes, even that crumpled note hiding in your jeans pocket. Treat every coin and bill with gratitude. When you spend, say, thank you money, for circulating and returning multiplied. When you receive, whisper, welcome home. I know it sounds funny, but it works. Because gratitude multiplies everything it touches. It's a magnet that pulls in more of what you appreciate. Step 3. Visualize money as your loyal assistant, not your boss. Too many people give money authority over their emotions. They wake up happy if they have it, miserable if they don't. But when you see yourself as the commander, the one who directs where money goes, when it comes, and how it serves your purpose, you reclaim your power. Say to yourself, money works for me. I don't chase it. It follows me. Now, let's talk about the emotional tone you carry when you think about money, because that's the secret sauce. You can say all the affirmations in the world, but if you say them with fear, you're broadcasting lack. The words must match the energy. Imagine yourself as already wealthy, already provided for. Breathe that feeling. Walk like it. Think like it. Speak like it. The moment you feel abundant before the evidence appears, you magnetize the evidence to you. This isn't pretending. It's aligning. You're tuning your inner station to the frequency of wealth, so wealth can find your signal. Think of it like a radio. If you're tuned to the LAC FM channel, you can't receive abundance 101. You must dial in. Commanding money begins with tuning yourself. And please remember, money is not the goal. It's the servant. You are not asking to worship it. You are commanding it to fulfill its purpose. Money's divine job is to circulate, to support creation, to express generosity. When you align your intentions with good, when your desire for money is to do something meaningful, to expand joy, to bless others, the flow becomes unstoppable. Because now you're not just attracting money for ego, you're attracting it for purpose. And the universe loves purpose. Let me give you a small example. Years ago, a woman once told me she was struggling financially. She had every bill imaginable, a leaky roof, and a tired spirit. She said, I've prayed, I've cried, I've begged the universe, but money still won't come. I smiled and asked her one question. Have you commanded it? She blinked. Commanded? You mean told it what to do? I said yes. She laughed nervously but agreed to try. I told her to stand in her room, close her eyes, and speak as if she were addressing a loyal but invisible servant. She said, Money, I command you to obey me. I am your master, not your victim. Flow to me now, easily, freely, abundantly, and stay where I place you. She felt silly at first, but something shifted in her energy. Within a week, she received an unexpected refund from a company she'd long forgotten. Then a new client reached out with a big order. Then her cousin offered to fix her roof for free. Coincidence? Maybe. But I've seen too many of these coincidences to call them random. You see, the moment she stopped begging and started commanding, the universe rearranged itself to obey her vibration. That's the power you carry when you align with authority. But let me pause and say this. Commanding is not arrogance. It's spiritual confidence. It's knowing that abundance is your birthright, not a luxury for a chosen few. It's realizing you're not at the mercy of the economy, your salary, or luck. You're connected to an infinite source that responds to your consciousness. When you command with love, gratitude, and clarity, not fear or greed, you activate the universal law of supply. Let's get real. You've probably been taught your whole life to work hard for money. And yes, work matters. But if hard work alone made people rich, every laborer on earth would be a millionaire. It's not about sweat, it's about vibration. Two people can do the same job, but one earns more because of their energy. They expect abundance, so abundance finds them. That's why the next step is expectation. Expect money. Don't hope for it, expect it. Wake up and say, something financially wonderful is on its way to me today. Keep your heart open, because sometimes the universe delivers not through a paycheck, but through an idea, a connection, or an opportunity. Expectation opens the gate for delivery. And here's a fun trick. Speak to money like it's a person who deeply loves you. Say, money, you adore me, don't you? You can't resist coming to me. Laugh while you say it, because humor dissolves fear, and fear is the biggest wall between you and abundance. Now let's address the elephant in the room, guilt. Many people feel guilty about wanting more money. They think it's greedy, selfish, or unspiritual, but that's false. Wanting money is not evil. Worshipping it is. Money is simply energy neutral until you assign it purpose. When you use it to bless others, to create beauty, to lift lives, it becomes holy. You were never meant to struggle endlessly just to survive. You were meant to thrive and circulate abundance like a living river. So, if you've ever said, I just want enough to get by, stop right there. That's not humility. That's limitation in disguise. The universe doesn't respond to small prayers, it responds to faith-filled declarations. Declare boldly, I am open to unlimited wealth. Money flows through me as a force for good. If your mind argues, but I don't see it yet, remember the unseen always precedes the seen. You don't plant a seed today and dig it up tomorrow to check if it's growing. You trust the process. The same principle applies here. Command it, believe it, and act like it's already done. That's faith in action. Let's make it even simpler. Tonight, before you sleep, take a deep breath and affirm, money, I command you to come to me in perfect ways, under grace, and with ease. I am a vessel of abundance. I am ready now. Feel it as truth. Fall asleep with that vibration, because the subconscious mind, your greatest servant, obeys what it hears last before you sleep. And tomorrow morning, when you wake up, act like someone who's already wealthy in spirit. Walk with assurance. Be generous with compliments. Radiate gratitude. The spirit of money loves cheerful energy. It's attracted to joy, like bees to honey. Because here's the magic secret that few people ever understand. Money doesn't come to effort alone. It comes to alignment. You don't chase it, you align with it. You don't beg it, you become it. Now that you've started to awaken your inner authority, let's take it even deeper. Because commanding the spirit of money isn't just about saying pretty affirmations, it's about becoming the kind of person money wants to obey. Think of money like a loyal but sensitive pet. It senses your energy. If you approach it with anxiety, it runs. If you approach it with confidence and calm assurance, it sits right beside you. You can't be begging on one hand and expecting miracles on the other. Begging says, I don't have. Commanding says, it's already mine. And the universe only knows one truth, what you believe. So if you keep saying, I'm waiting for money, you'll keep waiting. But when you say, money is already in my field, and I'm calling it into visible form, you pull it from the invisible to the tangible. That's not wishful thinking, it's quantum law. Let's talk about a very practical issue, fear of spending. Some people grip money so tightly that it can't breathe. They hoard out of fear and call it saving. They think, if I hold on, I'll be safe. But money doesn't flow to fear, it flows through faith. When you spend with anxiety, you block the return. But when you spend with gratitude and expectation of return, you circulate energy. Remember, what you give out returns multiplied. So, next time you pay a bill, instead of sighing and saying, there goes my money, say, thank you, money, for doing your good work. You'll come back multiplied. That single sentence changes the vibration. You stop acting like a victim and start acting like a commander. Here's another thing that keeps money away, resentment. If you envy others for their wealth, you're unconsciously pushing yours away. The energy of jealousy says, they have it, so I can't. But the energy of admiration says, they have it, which means it's possible for me too. Big difference. Every time you see someone succeed, bless them. Say, what the universe did for them, it can do for me tenfold. The moment you bless another's wealth, you signal that you're ready for your own. And you might be wondering, okay, this all sounds empowering, but how do I apply it in my daily routine? Let me show you a simple 3-step daily command practice that can shift your energy immediately. Step 1. Morning command. When you wake up, before you touch your phone or brush your teeth, declare out loud, money, today you obey my voice. You find me in perfect ways. I am a magnet to all forms of wealth. Then visualize yourself smiling as blessings reach you throughout the day. An idea, a payment, a compliment, an opportunity. Keep that energy all morning. Step 2. Midday gratitude. Around noon, take a short pause. Whisper, thank you, money, for the ways you're already showing up. Even if you haven't received a dime that day, gratitude activates the vibration of reception. You're basically saying, I trust the process. Step 3. Nightly alignment. Before bed, place your hand on your heart and say, money flows to me easily, peacefully, and constantly. I rest knowing I am provided for. Then drift to sleep with the feeling of wealth wrapping around you like a blanket. You see, commanding money is not about being forceful, it's about being consistent. You can't shout at the ocean and expect a wave, but you can align with the tide. The tide always returns. So does money when you respect its rhythm. Now let's be honest, some days you'll feel low. You'll have moments where the bills pile up and you'll think, maybe this doesn't work. That's okay. The key is not to deny what you feel, but to redirect it. Instead of saying, I'm broke, say, my abundance is simply rearranging itself. Instead of, I can't afford this, say, the funds for this are on their way. Words shape worlds. Keep your words aligned with faith, not fear. And here's something that will make you smile. Money loves happy people. Truly, when you laugh, dance, or feel joyful, your energy opens up. The spirit of money feels invited. You know those moments when you're carefree, maybe singing in your car or joking with a friend, and then you suddenly get an unexpected credit alert or a client message? That's not coincidence. That's your open energy field attracting flow. So dance when you're broke. Laugh when you're waiting. Declare abundance when you're down to your last note. That's how you confuse scarcity and invite miracles, because the universe loves bold, joyful faith. And while we're talking about flow, let's address giving. Many people misunderstand this law. They think giving means losing, but in truth, giving is commanding. Every time you give, whether it's money, time, kindness, you're saying to the universe, I have more than enough. And the universe responds, indeed, you do. The key is to give with joy, not fear. Give only what feels aligned. Give like a king, not a beggar. When you give with the energy of royalty, you receive with the energy of grace. Let's talk about one last hidden barrier, self-worth. If deep down you don't feel worthy of wealth, no amount of affirmation will stick. You'll keep sabotaging it. You'll attract opportunities and then find ways to lose them. Because your inner thermostat will always pull you back to what feels normal. The solution is to reprogram your worthiness. Start saying daily, I am worthy of wealth. I am safe having money. I am trusted with abundance. And when guilt or doubt creeps in, replace it with love. Because love dissolves resistance faster than logic ever could. You deserve to live well. You deserve to wake up in a peaceful home, eat good food, travel where you desire, and bless others freely. That's not greed, it's grace. When you prosper, you prove that light wins over lack. Here's a truth I've learned over and over. Money obeys certainty. The more certain you are of your command, the faster it responds. That's why indecision is dangerous. It sends mixed signals. One moment you're saying, I want wealth, and the next you're doubting, maybe it's not for me. The universe doesn't know which instruction to follow, so it waits. But when you stand firm and declare, I am abundant and everything I need comes to me now, heaven and earth align to make it so. Now, I want to challenge you today. After watching this, do one bold act of command. Write a note that says, Money, I command you to obey me instantly. Come to me now, through channels known and unknown, in ways that surprise and delight me. Read it out loud with confidence. Place it somewhere you'll see daily. And watch how opportunities start to move toward you. If fear whispers, this is silly, smile and reply, maybe, but my faith is powerful. Fear can't survive humor. That's why laughing at your own worries is one of the most spiritual things you can do. Commanding money isn't magic. It's alignment. It's not greed. It's gratitude. It's the art of remembering who you are, a divine being with authority over matter. Money is matter, and matter must obey spirit. When your spirit is clear, calm, and confident, everything physical follows. Now breathe. Feel that quiet confidence rise in your chest. That's the energy of command. Speak to the spirit of money now, even softly. You are welcome here. You belong with me. You move through me easily. I am the commander of abundance. Say it until it feels natural. Then act from that place. Take inspired steps. Follow up on ideas. Answer that call. Send that email. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Move with faith. Money loves movement. The faster you act on inspiration, the faster it flows. So here's your call to action. Try one thing from this message today. Just one. Maybe it's changing your words, maybe writing your command note, or simply paying a bill with gratitude. Whatever it is, do it with full belief that the universe is listening and responding instantly. Then come back and share what happens. The more you declare it, the more you inspire others to claim their command too. Remember, your life doesn't change when you get money. It changes when you change your relationship with it. You were never meant to chase money. You were meant to attract it, command it, guide it. The moment you understand that, you stop running after abundance and start walking with it. So let this be your declaration from now on. Money obeys me. It serves my highest good. It arrives easily and stays faithfully. Keep that on your lips, in your heart, and in your energy. And soon, the spirit of money will treat you like its favorite human, because it is. Now, if this message resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to remember their power. Leave a comment about the command you're making today. Let's fill this space with faith-filled declarations. And if you haven't yet, subscribe for more messages like this, because your abundance journey is just beginning. The spirit of money is listening. Speak with authority, act with gratitude, and watch it obey instantly.